Yo, spoiler warnings moving forward, so if you're not trying to get spoiled by the Boruto manga, then you're gonna have to get out. If you're still here, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead, slide over, click the subscribe, and let's get ready for the video.
Welcome to the Boruto Chapter 68 breakdown. So, Boruto Chapter 68 titled Scar. No, Boruto does not get his eye cut out in this chapter. We're talking about the new scar, the new karma pattern etched on his chest, okay? So, most of Boruto Chapter 68 in the beginning focuses on recapping from the events of Chapter 67, so I'm not going to waste all my time talking about recap material. We're going to jump right into the point where Amado and is like basically getting told from Boruto everything that happened in Chapter 67. So Boruto spends the beginning of it recapping all the events from Chapter 67 to Amado, Sai, and Katasuke. Now, while it is true that Momoshiki can no longer resurrect, Amado clarifies that there is still one issue, and it lies with Momoshiki hijacking Boruto's body or personality, right? Now, since Momoshiki can still take over Boruto's body, there's still a threat to the village that they cannot contain. So, Katasuke suggests that Boruto should continue on taking these anti-Byakugan pills. Now, Boruto's not about that. Like, he does not feel in that move at all. So Boruto no longer wants to or needs to take the Byakugan suppressant drugs, alright? Now, Boruto has noticed that there is something different within him, something about this new change within him that's so strong that it has him convinced he can use Momoshiki's powers even better than he could before, alright? Now, that's saying a lot because what he could do before was pretty impressive, alright? So Boruto's over here saying he doesn't need to take those pills, they wouldn't even work or help him anyway, and they're probably detrimental to his health and preventing him from having 2 Byakugan right now, alright? The other thing is that he has these new feelings or this new sense inside of him. He can just sense that he has the ability to use more power. Like, he feels so confident that he can control Momoshiki's power right now, which also has me thinking, wow, Boruto right now, I swear, if he can do what he thinks he can do, Boruto's a menace, alright? So we need to check in on Kawaki because we're talking about menaces. Kawaki is still knocked out from his encounter with Damon. However, the nanotechnology inside of his body is healing him up pretty quickly, so he's almost fully recovered from his injuries. So he's likely to wake up soon. And when he wakes up, Naruto's about to give him the talk no jutsu, okay? Now, Naruto's clearly depressed in this chapter, bro. Like, it's so clear that even Sumire brings it up, okay? Sumire she doesn't know the truth, alright? Because the whole truth about Kawaki killing Boruto, that's top secret. But she can tell that there's something bothering Naruto. Like, Naruto is broadcasting that he is sad, bro. Like, if you couldn't tell by the tone or the body language of Naruto, bro, like, Sumire even points it out, okay? So, Naruto, he needs somebody, bro. Somebody need to pull this dude out the darkness. I think Sasuke, talk no jutsuing Naruto might be effective. Alright, so we might see Sasuke in the future talk to Naruto. But as of right now, Sasuke shows up, right? We get to see what Sasuke has been doing all this time. Now, Sasuke was out there gathering more intel on Code. Apparently, the last time we saw him, though, he was investigating the claw marks outside of the village. But now, Sasuke has discovered the location of Code and Ida's headquarters. Like, he knows where their hideout is. Okay, so Sasuke doesn't know much, but he's aware of one of Boro's facilities, and he's aware that there's an associate there that has a connection with Code, who's hiding out in the land of snow in some sketchy ass facility that was rumored to be used for human experimentation, rituals, and disposing of scientific ninja tools and cyborgs, okay? So there's a lot of sketchy stuff going down in the land of snow right now, and Sasuke knows of someone there who has a connection with Code, and they go by the name of Bug. So he knows the location, and he knows the name of one of the people, and he knows that they're there. Alright, so Sasuke knows that Bug is in the land of snow in some sketchy ass facility, alright? Shikamaru is like, yeah, that does sound pretty sketchy. We should send a recon unit out to gather more intel. Then he tells Sasuke, you know, hey, Boruto kind of died and Kawaki kind of killed him, and he's okay now and he's with your daughter, so you should go see them. Sasuke's heads out to go check on Boruto, alright? Now, since Ida's just been figured out, we check up on her. Now, Ida's Senreigan has allowed her to essentially read the manga alongside us, so she's completely caught up with all the current events that's been going down. And she's basically informing Code straight up that, yo, Boruto's alive, he's 100% Otsutsuki. So not only is he alive and you can still feed him, he's even better food material now. So your ass got lucky, alright? She puts it to Code straight up. She's like, yo, we're not friends, okay? We're business partners at best. If you can't hold up to your end of the deal, you're expendable, and me and my little bro will get rid of you, okay? Now, Code is over here like, damn, really? And you don't, here I'm thinking we were true comrades and stuff, right? So, Code either is like, yeah, he's in love with Ida or whatever, but he's weird, man. Like, we need his character fleshed out. We need his backstory fleshed out. We need to understand why he worships the Otsutsuki, okay? We need to understand why this kid became the way he is, because he's a weird ass dude, man, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, sometimes it doesn't seem like he would be the kind of guy that would be worshiping the Otsutsuki, and then other times he seems like a maniac, and you're like, yeah, no, that makes sense. So, I don't know. Code is, he got problems, alright? And then we check up on Boruto. He's basically talking with Sarada and stuff, and he's struggling with the fact that he cannot tell them what actually happened, alright? So Shikamaru has ordered him not to tell anyone, alright, that Kawaki is the one that killed him. So he's under orders, right? It's top secret. Some of the only people that know is Sasuke and Naruto, Shikamaru and Sai, Ino, Amado, and Katasuke, right? So Boruto has to try his best to keep this secret under wraps, alright? Because they don't want word getting out that Kawaki killed the son of the Hokage or whatever, alright? So he's being forced to lie and hold secrets from his friends, from his family, and this is definitely going to put a wedge in between Boruto and his relationships with people he's closest with, because even Mitsuki points out holes in his story. He's like, it doesn't make sense. Why would Code try to kill you if he was going to feed you to the Ten Tails, right? Like, he needs you for his plan to succeed, so wait, something's missing here. Something's not adding up. And like, Boruto's over here like, bro, this is really annoying, the fact that I can't just tell you guys, right? So Shikamaru's already like involved. Sasuke shows up now, and he basically is like, yeah, you know, we have to come up with a plan, you know, because you can't be left alone. Like Sarada points it out too, like, Boruto is a target now more than ever, and he cannot be left alone. So not only is he being forced to lie and keep secrets from his close family members and stuff, but he's still going to be forced to be under 24-hour surveillance and no privacy whatsoever. So Boruto's going to be very frustrated, and we're seeing these small little things from his dark prophecy unfolding before our very eyes right now, alright? So Boruto's going through a lot of little shit, but he's suffering, okay? Now, Sasuke is there, and he deduces exactly what Code is planning on doing and who he's planning on targeting next. And this alerts Boruto and his crew that Amado is in danger, okay? So someone needs to be protecting Amado right now. Shikamaru heads out, and he goes to meet up with Amado one-on-one, alone, right? Now, Shikamaru goes to Amado with the purposes of verifying Boruto's story. So he wants to confirm, like with science apparently, whether Boruto's truly 100% Otsutsuki, and through the blood exams and the blood work that Amado had done, he can confirm that Boruto is 100% Otsutsuki now. Now, he also asks Amado, yo, can Momoshiki truly, is he truly gone? Like, do we not have to worry about him resurrecting? Amado says, yeah, it's impossible. It's 100% impossible for Momoshiki to resurrect using Boruto's karma now. Now, as soon as he gets that bit of good news, he immediately puts his hands on Amado and he shuts this shit down. He's like, yo, now you're gonna tell me why the hell you think it's cool to implant karma on Kawaki? Like, what are your true motives? Like, you didn't do that for the benefit of Konoha. You didn't do that for the benefit of Kawaki. Why are you so obsessed with Kawaki? Why are you so obsessed with his karma? Like, what are your true intentions? And he's not even letting Amado try to smooth talk his way out of this, because he's like, stop trying to dodge the question and answer it, bro. Why are you obsessed with Kawaki's karma? And before this can get solved or escalate any further, that's when Code pops up. So apparently this whole time, right, Shikamaru was the Trojan horse. Like, we all knew it. Shikamaru had a claw mark on his back. Code had set it up pre-hand, so he was always prepared, right? Now, Shikamaru anticipated that Code would arrive as soon as he and Amado were left alone, okay? He knew that he was able to gather information from what Boruto had told him, and he also knew that there was a claw mark on his back. Like, he said, do you think I'm that low of a ninja I wouldn't have noticed your own claw mark on my back? Alright, he anticipated and set up this entire event. So not only was he playing chess and mind games and trying to get Amado to spill the beans, but he was also manipulating Code, because he knows that his dumb, idiotic, naive self couldn't have passed up a better opportunity. Alright, so Shikamaru was prepared, and he purposefully ignored the claw marking. Code does not care, bro. Code's like, I'm holding Amado in my hands, and all he has to do is look in my eyes and say the words that'll remove my limiters, okay? Amado's freaking out now, because he's like, yo, I thought this dude was dumb. Like, everybody's going to sense that he's here now. There's going to be reinforcements. No, he knows that all I have to do is look in his eyes and say a code word, and he will be at full power. So he's got his claws on his neck. He's like, all I got to do is squeeze, bro, and you're done. Shikamaru hits Shadow Possession, alright? So when he hits Shadow Possession, he's able to control, like, Code's movements. That's the one where if he walks backwards, you walk backwards, you know? So Shikamaru completes the Shadow Possession and tells Ino not to send any reinforcements, because Code is a slippery guy, and he doesn't want him running away, okay? So now Shadow Possession is complete. Code's like, I'm still strong enough to squeeze my fingers. All I have to do is poke a hole in his neck, and he'll bleed out and die. So what is it going to be, Amado? You're gonna remove my limiters or what? And that's when Shikamaru's like, yeah, you're right, I might not be able to do much. But then he activates the mystery cyborg that Amado had been working on, right? Now, when this cyborg pops up, it is Delta, okay? So apparently Amado has been reprogramming Delta to be a military asset for Konoha. And when Shikamaru activates her, he's able to give her orders, and she carries them out. Like, she complies with Shikamaru's demands. Now, she retains her personality, and we see it through her, like, speech pattern, but she has been reprogrammed to fight for Konoha. Now, she also gets a redesign, I believe. She looks pretty dope. And her plus Shikamaru just completely overpower Code, okay? So Delta is now part of Konoha's forces, and she versus Shikamaru, or she and Shikamaru, Code has no chance. So he does whatever Code always would do, leave claw marks, okay? Now Shikamaru doesn't want him running away, so as soon as Code leaves the claw marks and he tries to put his hands through them, Shikamaru's like, we can't let him escape. He uses Shadow Possession to yeet Code's hand out of his own portal. So he's basically controlling Code so he can't run away. But Code's like, what do you mean? Why would I be trying to run away? And when his hand comes back out, Ida's hand is also there, and she begins to walk out. So she basically grabbed onto Code's hand when he threw his hand out there, and she walks out and is inside of Konoha. She's inside of Amado's lab, and it gets really tense, okay? So we don't know what the limits of her abilities are. We know that if you're a man or a woman, you are not, you are basically gonna fall in love with her, and you're no chance of being immune. The only way you can be immune to that ability is if you're a blood relative, or if you're an Otsutsuki. So when Amado shows some sort of resistance next chapter, we need to figure out if this dude's a blood relative, or if he is an Otsutsuki, or if he did some other bullshit third hack that we don't know that keeps him from being affected by Ida's abilities. Because why does this dude look so shocked to see Ida, okay? Like, he was completely avoiding the possibility that Ida could have existed again, that he was so sure of her disposal. And then when he figures out all this stuff is happening, and that Code shouldn't know all these things, like, he should have been able to put the pieces together, but he's completely blind. So Amado is looking fishy, Ida's there, Next chapter is going to be a lot more conversation. I'm guaranteeing it. Looking forward to it though. This chapter was really good. I was completely entertained. You can read the new chapter. I'm going to leave it linked in the description. I've been your man, the Grass Ninja. Thanks for almost hitting. Let's get like, dude, I don't know. This channel is growing really fast. So just thanks for everyone who's subscribing, and peace.